Were you expecting boys again?
Yes, absolutely. Even when we were driving to the hospital, when I was going to get sectioned in the morning, and Colin and I were discussing boys' names because we couldn't decide on a second boy's name, all the way up right into the hospital, into the recovery, into my section. We're still discussing while they were doing the operation, and the doctor pulled out the first one and said, "Here we go, it's a girl." And the two of us just looked at each other. We absolutely couldn't believe it. And then obviously when they pulled Isla out, it was the same reaction. The two of it took us ages to come to terms with the fact that it was girls. It's fantastic. We're delighted, absolutely delighted.
Colin, life complicated enough, I think, with two sets of twin boys. Now you've got three sets of twins. How are you going to cope?
I don't think I can cope with falling over all the shoes at the moment, let alone the shoes that are coming my way in the house. We're good, we're well organised, and Karen's a fantastic mum and keeps us all together and is full of enthusiasm, and that's what keeps us going.
Oh. I know, Karen, your grandmother is a twin, isn't she? So I suppose it does, there is a kind of genetic inheritance here. But when you, the second time round, after you'd had twins the first time, how much of a surprise was it that the second time round you were expecting twins? And then just describe your feelings on the third scan.
Well, with Finn and Jude, Colin was with me. The two of us went for our scan, 12-week scan, and the two of us kind of laughed, didn't we? We were kind of really surprised, but we laughed and we thought, well, do you know, we've done it once, we can do it again, not a problem. And it was great. And obviously, I was actually myself, my husband, Colin, was working away when I went for a scan. I had to go for a scan at 6 weeks because there was a few complications. And I went along, so it was myself, because nobody knew I was pregnant, and they scanned me. And the girl was taking a wee while, and I sort of started to panic and said, "Is everything okay?" And she said, "Well, everything's fine, Karen," she says, "but there's two." And I just thought, surely not. I just couldn't believe for the third time I was having twins. I couldn't believe it. It took me ages. It took me 10 minutes to pluck up the courage to text Colin. And I texted him, and he...
To say you've got your hands full is hardly exaggerating, but at least you got help from the boys. I wonder if we could ask the boys how much they get involved. You're going to lend your mum and dad a... Well, you already are lending your mum and dad a hand.
Well, yeah, we help a lot, but it's still really nice to hold them and stuff, so we don't think it's helping, but it is helping, giving our mum a rest and stuff, so when we hold them, it's helping a lot, yeah. So
absolutely.